Sorry, they usually know to book me in a window because with a 90-pound dog, if I'm in the aisle, he's in the aisle. All right, hey guys, so I'm at the airport. I'm down here
One
on the
face,
ground with...
large face near top edge.
You can hear my phone talking to me. So I am going to attempt to vlog this. I don't know if this will ever make the internet because it's gonna be really hard to vlog through the airport because I'm going on an airplane by myself. I'm flying from Toronto to Pittsburgh. It's a short flight, it's an hour-long flight, and it's just gonna be Gallup and I. So my mom has come to the airport with me to help me like check in, but obviously like she can't come through security with me, she can't go through the US border with me, nothing. So it's just Gallup and I. We're gonna check in and we're gonna take Gallup to the puppy relief area and then I'm gonna go. And I just thought it might be interesting to attempt to take you guys with me on this journey of being a blind woman flying alone, getting through the airports and getting to a new city. Let's go. Fingers crossed everything works out well. I am incredibly stressed. Flying alone is just one of so many things that are going on in my life right now, and yeah, it's just a struggle right now in life a little bit, but thank God I have this man. Hopefully you guys can see him. Lord knows. I mean, I'm blind and I'm vlogging alone, so yeah. Okay, so Gallup is at the puppy park right now, having his last pee before, oh my God, I can actually hear him peeing. Oh my God, sorry, I don't mean to be capturing him actually peeing. I just thought he was sniffing, but then I just started hearing pee. Oh, I can hear his chain rattling. He's running now, or at least walking. So he's just having his little moment before we head through security in the US border. My phone is dying. Apparently the plug where I charged it this morning at the hotel, it didn't work and I didn't realize it. So now my phone is at 15% battery power, which is not safe when I'm flying alone. So we're gonna go in. We came really early to the airport so that we could get everything settled because I don't really fly alone often, which is why I wanted to take you on this journey with me because it's kind of a journey for me. I don't do this very often. I've done it less than a handful of times in my life, I'd say. I have plenty of blind friends who do travel alone frequently. I just always have people with me. So I'm leaving my mom here in Toronto and she's staying in Toronto for a little bit with my dad, and I'm meeting my assistant Mesa. She flew from LA to Pittsburgh earlier today, where she'll be meeting me. She's at the hotel right now, and then she's gonna go from the hotel back to the Pittsburgh airport to meet up with me when I land. I've been here for TIFF, and now I'm going to Pittsburgh to do a speech and have a meeting. Yeah, so I'm gonna go plug in my phone for a little bit before my mom leaves, and I have to get on the plane because I need to make sure that my phone is charged so that when I land, I can communicate with Mesa and, let my family know that I landed safe, because even though we know it's safe for me to travel alone and I've done it and we know tons of blind people who do, it's still something that is nerve-wracking for me. I'm gonna be honest about that. It's not, I'm an independent person, but it's, it's still obviously scary when I'm used to being around a team of people who know how to support me and know what I need, and now all of a sudden I'm gonna be alone, and it just means I have to exercise, the skill of advocating for myself, and that's what I'm gonna do. But it's been a bit of a messy trip, just a flight got changed and stuff like that. So it's just been figuring out all of that, and yeah, so that's what we're doing. All right, so we charged my phone. It's 50% now, so hopefully that gets me through.
One face, large face near top edge, speech off.
Excuse you, voiceover. So I'm now just sitting, waiting in the section for assistance. My mom has made sure to go up and talk to every staff that works in this area, because every time I travel alone, I seem to have issues. And so we're really trying to mitigate that. There's a lot of reasons I think I have issues when I fly alone. So I'm waiting for a wheelchair. I'm sure a lot of you are why are you getting a wheelchair? You can walk, you're blind, they can just guide you. But how do I say this? I'm sorry, this vlog is gonna be all over the place, and it's gonna be visually very uninteresting and probably very rambly and raw and uncut. I'm just trying to share this experience with you because I think it's important, and it's definitely not one of the fun, glamorous parts of my life that I get to share. It's a more difficult thing, but whatever, it's fine. I think it's important to share those things too. So basically, I've learned after 7 or 8 years of almost full-time travel with my career how to travel through airports and what I need to do. So blind travel hack number 1. Get a very distinguished suitcase. I mean, this is good for everybody, but especially when you're blind and you're traveling alone. I'm just bringing a carry-on with me this time, my little pink away suitcase. But if I do bring a big one, it's also, I mean, I have patterned ones, I have pink ones. Like I chew through luggage because I travel so much. Literally every luggage I buy breaks in like 6 months. So if a travel company wants to sponsor me and send me luggage, that would be great because I'm always in need. I always make sure when I buy new sets of luggage that it's like either bright and colorful, patterned, I get it monogrammed. Like I do things so that when I get out and somebody brings me over, I can be like, oh, it's the bright pink one. Okay, I think they're taking me right now. They're getting me my wheelchair. I'm gonna film what I can. I can't film going through security or the border, and once I get through, I'll film as much as I can, but I don't know, it's gonna be difficult. They want to take me right now. My mom's like advocating for me over there, but I'll explain soon why I get the wheelchair. Anyways, blind travel hack number 1 is bring a very distinguished suitcase, and I will get into why I get a wheelchair and stuff like that later and other travel things. So, okay. See you soon. Basically, one of the reasons I always get a wheelchair is because one of the issues that I often face when I travel alone is that I don't look blind, and because of all the stereotypes and misconceptions that society holds about what it's meant to, you know, what do you have to look like to be disabled, I don't fit that narrative. And it means that oftentimes if I'm alone, I have to constantly advocate for myself, and I can't even see the people around me, so it can be really difficult sometimes to even find somebody to advocate to ask for the help that I need. And especially in Toronto Airport, they have like a really, okay, hi.
By any chance do you want me? Because like...
Alright, so I'm back to the wheelchair because they can't pull my luggage for me because of the airline, and so I would have to like have Gallop in one arm and my luggage in the other, and then they couldn't guide me, so yeah. Alright, getting the wheelchair. Oh my god, this is gonna be all over the place, I'm sorry. So the chair is just over here?
Yeah. Be careful, there's a footrest.
Okay.
So, I'm bring this around.
And then I'll take
There you go.
Gallop in my one hand.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I just need to back up a little
Okay.
so there's room for him.
Yes.
Galloper. Okay. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to be guided, use Gallop, and pull my own luggage, and I don't want to check it because then I have to worry about finding it at the other end, and that stresses me out. There's a lot that stresses me out with traveling alone. So I'm in the wheelchair, but that's just one reason, is the guiding issue. Also, the Toronto Airport has like a particularly weird system where they like leave you, so it's like stations. Like one woman takes you to one section and then leaves you, and then another person picks you up and takes you to another section. So I've had experiences because I don't look disabled, I don't fit that narrative that society has, they forget about me. Like I almost missed a flight when I was traveling alone once because they completely forgot about me and nobody came to help me. And because there's so many fake service dogs that travel now and so much misuse of service dogs, they look at me, I don't look disabled, and I just have a dog with me. So they're like, oh, it's just another person with a fake service dog or like a support animal. So I've been forgotten before, which is why if I'm in a wheelchair, it's visible. They see me, they see that I am disabled and that I need help. So that's another reason I take the wheelchair. I know a lot of my blind friends have done this, and I've done it before in the past too, and it sucks that we have to do this, but a lot of us when we travel alone end up just wearing dark sunglasses to give a bit of a more visual appearance of blindness, which sucks that we have to like fulfill a stereotype to get the help that we need. But my mom has like really talked to them today and said somebody needs to stay with me at all times. They cannot leave me. No other airport except Toronto seems to do that, by the way. It's very annoying. Most airports, it's one person brings you from the beginning to the end, but in Toronto, they station it. So yeah, my mom's advocated a lot to make sure that like one person brings me the whole way. So that's why I'm in the wheelchair. Two issues, mobility and guiding and awareness. And yeah, I don't know, it just sucks. I'm sure it's not how all blind people do it, but I'm me and I'm sharing my experience and how I do things. So yeah, Gallop will just peacefully walk beside me in the wheelchair. I'm sorry if I seem really down and like dazed and out of it. There's like a lot more to focus on when I'm traveling on my own. And also I'm very overwhelmed and stressed in just life right now with other things that are going on. And I'm like super PMSing because my period is late. I'm not pregnant, don't worry. I think it's just late because I'm so stressed in life and overwhelmed right now. But traveling on my own, like the times that I have traveled on my own, stuff has always gone wrong, which is why it makes me even more nervous. when I do travel alone, and I pretty much always end up crying when I travel alone just because of like all the other stressors. It's always like every time I travel on my own, everything else in my life is already stressful, and then traveling on my own, that stress just like triggers so much emotion in me. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. This video's not gonna be good. I'm sorry. You guys probably don't even care. This is me feeling full of PMS and anxiety and stress and being down on myself and feeling bad. Yep, so I'm gonna go through security and the border. Can't take you with me for that. And my mom has told the girl that I want to stop and get a Starbucks, so hopefully she does that. That's one of the other things that sucks when you do travel alone and you're blind, is like they just bring you through and like stop you at the gate, and then you're like sitting alone for 2 hours waiting for your flight, and everybody else can like get up and walk to stores and stuff, but it's like a lot harder to do that when you're blind and on your own in like a busy big airport, you know, to find your way around to what you want if you want to get food or something. So yeah, we've told them ahead of time, like, I want to stop and get a coffee or a tea, just something comforting. We're just filling out the forms. My mom is helping me before I go through. I often get pulled. I can get pulled into secondary because I'm on a complicated visa in the US as a Canadian. So we always also advocate that I might get pulled over, which will slow down the time that it takes for me to get through. So even though I'm super early, they need to like take account for that and get me through quicker than they would if I didn't have a potential of being pulled into secondary. Secondary basically means it's like when you're going through the border from one country to another and they like check you in, like if you're like a tourist or whatever. Because I'm a Canadian that lives in LA on an O1 visa, they basically will pull me in sometimes to like confirm that I am who I say I am. So they basically will like ask me some questions, research me a little more to be like, okay, she is actually a YouTuber, she is actually a model, she does actually do motivational speaking. They just like basically do an intense background search on me to make sure it's all like legal, which it is, but they have to do that. I get it. And also because of the guide dog, because of all the fake service dogs, they sometimes pull you through because they don't like understand that it's a real service dog, not a fake one, and not a like, it's an actual like guide dog, not just an ESA, which have different rights and whatnot, different trainings. So I don't know, there's a lot. What do you think, Ella? He has definitely been feeling my stress lately, hasn't he, Mom?
Oh, yeah.
He's been very sweet. He just like keeps laying down and just staring at me everywhere we go. Like he's like, I can feel like she's about to explode. Like I'm just so, yeah, it's just a lot in life right now. All right, Mommy, goodbye. I love you.
Stay in touch, okay?
I'm gonna miss you.
I know. Let me know you're okay.
I will.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, off we go. Oh, somebody just came up and said nice things about Gallup. That was sweet. So we made it through security and we made it through the border. Thank you. Gate checked. How are you feeling, Gallup? Before we go to the gate, would you mind taking me to Starbucks?
Of course, I'll take it.
Thank you.
It's good that you remind me.
I appreciate it. I think it's like down on the left, maybe?
Let me check.
I go through this terminal a lot.
Oh, so I think you know better than me.
Probably. I travel a ton.
Because usually I don't work in this area.
Yeah.
Right? I always have.
I know. You guys usually have like the stations too that you do. Was I right?
Yeah.
Yay. If there's one thing I can find, it's Starbucks. Would I be able to get a venti water with like a little bit of ice and a tall soy green tea latte with no foam? Coconut milk's fine then. Get my card out of my very well organized wallet. Every card has its spot, so I know what card is what.
Like turn this back to your side because otherwise it's gonna fall down.
Yeah, I'll put it up like that.
So you can close it, right?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Your purse is here, so I put everything here inside.
Wouldn't want my passport to fall out. That would be very bad.
Where's your passport?
It's in there. I put it inside, yeah. Successfully got my Starbucks. Every Starbucks I've been going to, it doesn't have soy milk. Oh well, coconut milk it is today. Ugh, I'm getting a zit. Hormonal acne, love it. This woman's been really nice. Okay, we're at the gate now. The woman who has been helping me is absolutely so kind. She's making sure that, I mean, she's gonna be leaving me here for like the next hour and a half or whatever, however long it is before we board. At least an hour and a half, I think it's more. So she's making sure that she like checks me in so that, and writes a note that if there is a gate change in the next couple hours before we board, I'm not like left here and abandoned, and somebody comes to get me. And like I said, like usually they do it for some reason in Toronto Airport they do it in shifts. It's usually not the same person who takes you from start to finish, but she stayed with me the whole time, which is great because I didn't get forgotten about like I have in the past, which is definitely stressful. I didn't have to go into secondary, which was really great, and the guy was super nice who helped, you know, at the border. It's going well so far. I got my Starbucks, even though they didn't have soy milk. I got my coconut milk, so things are going well. I got water to hydrate. I'm gonna hopefully find a spot to charge my phone a little bit more, and then we'll just, you know, wait here to get on the plane. What else was I gonna say? I've just had a lot of like really negative airport experiences. Like I've been yelled at because staff in like haven't realized I was blind and was like pointing at me to do something and I didn't do it, and they like screamed at me and like grabbed me aggressively. I've had, like I said, people forget about me. I've almost missed flights because people haven't helped me get to where I need to be on time. Like I've just had a lot of issues with traveling on my own that have led me to just be like, I'm not a nervous traveler at all when I'm with somebody I know and love, but when I'm alone and it's just Gallop and I get stressed. I get like emotional, and like I said, for some reason it always ends up that I'm like PMSing and sick, stressed from other aspects of my life at the time when I have to travel alone. It's kind of funny. But a lot of blind people do this all the time and don't get as stressed as I do. Yeah, I don't know. I hope this has been interesting so far. Every time I go through security with Gallop, it's a little bit different. This time what they did is they held my hand, I walked through, and then he came through the metal detector after me. I like called him through. So that's how we did it this time. It's a little different every time. I've also done a video in the past about getting Gallop onto like an airplane to Europe, so I'm gonna link that below. I was traveling with my family for that video, but it was really interesting, so you can check that out. Okay, so this is super weird, but I'm like in the bathroom right now. So the woman was like super kind and took me to the bathroom and then brought me back to my seat, helped me plug my phone in. She was great. And then it was like I had a 2-hour wait till my plane, so I was like talking to my parents on the phone, and they were like, oh, the flight should be boarding soon, we should let you go, do you hear any announcements? And I was like, I don't think there's like literally anyone around me. Like I haven't talked to anybody, like nobody's come up to me, I don't think anyone's here. And so they like looked it up, and the flight's 2 hours delayed, so it's currently 9 p.m. It doesn't leave now till 11 p.m. I'm starving because I thought like, oh, I'll just eat when I get there, but now it'll be like 1 a.m. till I get there, or like 12:30 by the time I get to the hotel. I'm in a part of the airport because it's like a small short flight where it's like there's like no restaurants around, there's no people, there's no foot traffic. Like you don't come, it's like the basement of the airport. You don't come down here unless you're flying. So like everybody who knows the flight's delayed left to go back upstairs to get food where like human civilization is. So I'm literally in the basement of the airport almost entirely alone, and not one person was like, oh hey, maybe we should go tell the blind girl that the flight's delayed. Not one person from the airline was like, oh yeah, we see here that there's a disabled traveler alone, we should make sure she's okay. So now my parents are like trying to call the medical help desk to make sure somebody comes down to get me, because like now I need food and like I can't wait for dinner. Like I need somebody to come help me get food, but I'm in the basement at the end of a hallway. I don't know how to get up on my own to go get food. Like this is the stuff that's like, this is so indicative of my life right now. Like my life right now is so stressful, not because anything like major is happening, but because so many little things are going wrong every single day. Like every single day I go to bed and I'm like, tomorrow's gonna be better, and I wake up and it's just as awful. It's just as, like, I only knew how to get to the bathroom because it was right across from my seat, and she had taken me to my seat. So I was like, okay, I know I can get there, and the bathroom has like a really bright light shining from it, so I was like, okay, I'll just follow the bright light. But like it's so freaking frustrating. Like nobody thought to come and help me with a 2-hour delay. I would have been left sitting there alone for 4 hours. So yeah, my life right now, like every day nothing major happens, just every little thing that I try to do or get done goes wrong. Everything. Hello, yes I am Molly. Good.
How can I help you?
I know the flight's delayed, so I'm gonna need somebody to help me go get food.
Sure, let's go.
Okay, thank you.
You want to wait here and I confirm that?
Yeah, so they called and they were like, no, it's not delayed. And my dad's like, yeah, it is. So they put them on hold, and they were like, oh yeah, no, it is delayed. And he was like, yeah, so my blind daughter's just like alone and there's nobody there, and like nobody's told her when to help her. They're like, oh, yeah, we could do that. So the guy just came, so I'm gonna go get food, thankfully. Thank God for my blessed parents. They're incredible. I don't know what I would have done because literally there was like no one there to ask for help. So thankfully my parents have my back and helped me. It's just, yeah, this is life right now. So I'm gonna get food and, you know, keep hanging out alone with Gallop. I love Gallop. Okay, that's the update. He said hopefully places are still open. All right. Come on, Gallop. Okay. Aneva. Do you want food? You had your dinner. All right, so it wasn't Starbucks that was open. It was like a little random cafe and it wasn't really open, but the guy was like, can you please let her have food? So I got what they had left, which was like a ham sandwich and some fruit and a mint tea and a cup of water for Gallop because, you know, he gets thirsty, and I bought him a banana so he can have his snack. I mean, if it wasn't for my parents, I would have just had to get up and like walk until I found civilization, but I have help from them, which was nice. So I'm gonna eat because I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten since 11:30 and it's after 9 p.m. Want some water? Oh yeah, thirsty. Thank God I have you, huh? Oh my God, you're so thirsty. Would you like to split a banana? You want banana? Yes, you do. Here. Oh, very gentle, very nice. Would you like another piece? Oh, there. Okay, I'm gonna have the other half. That's all for you. Finally ready to board. All right, Gallop. How you doing? I love you.
Your dog is so good.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
He's a very good guy. Sorry, they usually know to book me in a window because with a 90-pound dog, if I'm in the aisle, he's in the aisle. I'm totally blind, so I can't see you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sorry. On your left.
Okay, this way?
Get back.
Okay. Gallop, come on. This one?
On your left. Yes.
Alright, so we're on and it's like super tight. So she said she's gonna try to move the person next to me, which would be beneficial for me, Gallop, and them, because they don't want to sit with this big guy by them. But like the stairs that are really steep, super steep, Gallop can't do them. And I was like, shoot, these are super steep. But we don't have time to like get the ramp out because they said if we don't get on quick and get out, we're not gonna leave tonight. So, because it's like almost midnight. So I've been at the airport since 5, by the way. Luckily, I like had her take him up first, and then I walked up after by using the railing, and then they guided me to my seat. So they also took my roller bag, and I don't know where they put it. So, oh well. I guess we'll find out when I land where it is. I don't know if they like managed to get it into the cabin or if they've like checked it out. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like no foot room. It's probably real dark down there, but there's like, I have no foot room. Because Gallop's whole booty is here with this tight flight. Yeah, I guess I'll just see you guys when I land. Nothing else will probably happen. Usually if it is a super, super steep staircase, like, and Gallop really can't get up, but luckily this was just not too steep for him, like barely, but he made it up. But if it was, they would have had to get a ramp out, which would have been a big delay, and I don't know if that we would have gotten out tonight. Oh, also, while we were waiting, there was like a pair of glasses at the gate that I guess have been left there for a long time, and I so wish I was recording because somebody was like, well, somebody's gonna be blind when they land, and I really badly wanted to be like, I'm already blind, so at least it won't be me. But I was like, better not be sassy at midnight after everybody's been waiting for a delay, but I really wanted to be, and I was like, man, if I was only recording that moment when she said that, because I was just standing there and I would have totally made a face at you guys, because I was like, it like, took everything in me to bite my tongue and not make a remark about being blind when we land. So they just helped me put my bag up above, which was great. I think they moved the guy next to me, so I have a little more room. Not totally sure. It's usually they'll try if there is an empty seat on a plane to move the person next to me because Gallop is so big and it gets uncomfortable for everyone. He was at least really nice about it and was like, it's okay, I'm fine either way. A lot of people can get grumpy, which is awkward. I mean, I've had it all. Like, I've had people yell at me on planes as if a dog at their feet for an hour is a bigger deal than me being blind for life. I don't know. To each their own, but I always have to be in the window because I have to get Gallop as close out to like not being near the aisle as possible, because if I'm in the middle or the aisle, I mean in this case there's only 2 seats, but on a bigger plane if I'm in the middle or the aisle, like then Gallup will just be out in the aisle because he's at my feet. So if I'm near the aisle, so is he, and he'll be out in the aisle, and like, that's dangerous because people will trip on him and the cart and all everything. So, but sometimes they don't put me, so then I have to try to switch with the person. Like the other day, I was on the aisle of a 3-row, so he was definitely like sticking out, and so I was just like, okay, I'll just sit in the window, and when the person comes, I'll like politely ask if they wouldn't mind switching because the dog. And she literally, when I was like, hey, oh, I'm so sorry, like, would you mind switching? Because like I have this guide dog and he's really big. And blah, blah. She goes, I don't care. I need the window. Get out now. So I was like, hey. Then I just let the air staff deal, like the plane staff deal with it at that point. But I've literally dealt with it all. Dogs vomiting on planes, dogs like having diarrhea before getting on the flight, like people yelling at me, people being overexcited to sit with the dog, airplane staff being like really mean about me having a guide dog on the plane. I got staff like giving him whole cheese platters on the flight, like the good, the bad, the ugly. We've experienced it with travel. Here's hoping the flight goes well from now on, and it's on time, it's not too bumpy, we get there safe and sound, and I'll see you when I land and we try to find Mesa. It's about 12:40 a.m. We landed, we're taxiing now to the gate. I have to wait till everybody else is off the plane, and then they will come get me from my seat and bring me to the wheelchair, get my bag, and then meet Mesa. Poor Gallup, every time we fly, he likes to be the first to get off. He just gets anxious to get off the plane. He's so good when we fly, like he just sleeps the whole time. We're off waiting for my baggage. A really nice guy has come to help me. He's gonna guide me and help me with my luggage, which is nice, so I can walk. And Mesa's here, so I'm gonna meet up with her. We're gonna take this amazing man, and look at our heads beside each other. He's so big. We're gonna take him out for a walk. It's almost 1 a.m. now, and I think we're about half an hour away.
I got your bag right here.
Got my bag. Yeah. He'll just follow you.
All right, cool. All right, and there's like rails you can grab onto.
Right. Hey guys, this is who's helping me at the airport in Pittsburgh. He's been very, very helpful, so thank you. I appreciate it. It's been a really long and awful travel day, so this is nice, and hopefully we'll be able to find my assistant, or she'll have to find me because I won't be able to see her. Oh, wait, I hear my name.
She's right here.
Hi. Oh, thank you, God. All right, so I ended up making it after a very long, lonely travel day to Pittsburgh. The flight was uneventful. The guy helping me at the airport was really nice, so thank you to him. And we ended up finding Mesa, and all was good. We went to the hotel and both crashed. My event went really well, so all was good. I'm now in a hotel, but not in Pittsburgh anymore. I know I wasn't like the most positive in this video. I'm feeling a lot better now. My period came, all those emotions flushed out, and like life just seemed to turn around. I was in a really bad period for a couple weeks there, but I just want, I always want to be real with you guys and not like put on a front or a face that like things are good when they're maybe not. Like I just want to always be real with you, and that's what I pride myself on, is being authentic and real and honest. And traveling alone as a blind person clearly can be done. I did it, even with all of those things conspiring against me, like the delay, but it worked out. And that's the point, is even if it's not as easy sometimes, or even if it makes me feel uncomfortable, I can still push myself and I can still do it and find a way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little glimpse into my life, what it's like traveling alone with a guide dog, and I'll see you in the next video.